Here's more proof Best Buy and Big Box stores don't care about physical media anymore. This is my local Best Buy. Look at all this nonsense. What you have to go through just to get to the physical media section of 4K movies. And this isn't just because of Christmas. This is how this section almost always is. It's always filled with boxes and stuff blocking it. And you can't even get to it. Look at this. It's all blocked off. It's like this is utter nonsense. Like, you know, I may want to buy a 4K Blu-ray to go with that 4K TV. So here, let's see how I can get up in here. See how I can get up all the way in here. I swear this Best Buy is crap. It really is. So look at this utter mess. See if I can get over to the physical media section. Let's go. Let's go. And you wonder why physical media just don't sell. It's because of stuff like this. This is exactly why, people. Alright, so I'm over here. And the physical media section is pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. See what we have. Anything interesting? I don't see anything interesting. Like, how are people supposed to be encouraged to buy physical disc if you can't even get to it? And when you get to it, it's completely unappealing. It's so unappealing. Like, remember back in the day where these things were prominently displayed? You can impulse buy stuff. You can be perusing, see a Blu-ray or something, and be like, oh yeah, didn't know that was out. I'll buy that. Yeah, this is the new world we live in, people. And you would think they would have at least the 4K stuff out next to the 4K TVs. Because, you know, people are spending thousands of dollars on these TVs. You would think we would want a nice 4K UHD disc to go along with that. But this is it. This is all this local Best Buy has in 4K. And since I had this on, I'll continue on with my walkthrough. However, I probably won't have any commentary, too much commentary. Oh, wow, this is so sad. I'm really tempted to buy this. I have all this Best Buy stuff, but if I'm not buying that again. I own it. I own like 2 copies of each of these movies on 4K on digital. So no, I'm not doing that again. And I don't even like the movies. Ooh, this is beautiful. It's a legacy. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard of this song in my life. And he's not on Spotify or anything, so it's not just kind of look him up on Spotify. Yeah, this is not enticing at all. So here are the TVs. And I'm going to be quiet because I don't want to call attention to myself. I swear these Samsung TVs are so beautiful, so tempting. My issue with LCDs is the fact that when LCDs are in full screen mode like this, they always look so great. But the problem is, the picture quality is so scattershot because you get it and you're watching stuff like this and it's amazing. Then next thing you know, you put in a movie and it's like and you turn on subtitles, and it's a blooming nightmare. And that's why I like OLEDs. I don't think OLED pictures are like as superior as everyone says. I just like the consistency of the picture. The fact that I know I'm not going to get blooming regardless of when I'm watching. But like if I could get an LCD that looked like this in full screen all the time, then I would prefer LCD. I think they're brighter. I think the colors are punchier. I kind of think OLEDs are drabby. And frankly, I'm tired of OLED. I've had an OLED for like 6 or 7 years now, and I'm ready for an LCD. The problem is, you know, the picture quality on LCD TVs are all over the place, and they're not consistent, and I can't count on it because I could be watching, you know, an LCD for like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's perfection, beautiful, looking like this, and then next thing you know, like I said, I'm watching a movie, turn on some subtitles, and it's a booming mess. But I would seriously be tempted to buy like one of these 8K Samsung TVs. Something like the Q800A would be pretty awesome, I think. Not because it's 8K, but because it has all the other features and is the best of Samsung's technology. And the 32, and I think the Q900A is $5,400 for 85 inches for this beast. And this beast has full HDMI ports. Like, I don't think this is worth it. $5,400, but if it drops to $499, well, I'm one who doesn't care about money. So, like I said, I would buy this in a heartbeat if I was guaranteed no bloom. Because I'm very sensitive to bloom, because I do watch content using subtitles, and I go, man, that was beautiful. Gorgeous. I wouldn't mind buying an S95J, but that's been sold, 85-inch S95J for $3,500. But that's been sold out for the last couple of weeks. And I'm assuming it's not going to come back in. So here's the Best Buy associate, so I'm going to be quiet. Like, when I look at the Samsung, the Sony A80J, A90J, and compare it to the LG C1 and the G1, I just don't see any difference. I really, really don't. And I don't understand what people are saying when they're like, Sony's bestest, Sony's bestest. It blows away the picture quality. It doesn't. That's just propaganda BS. It really doesn't. It's the same. It's almost the exact same picture. Like, yeah, there are slight differences, but you really have to be disciplined. Side by side, tell the difference. But yeah, this is the 83-incher. Ultimately, this is probably what I'll end up getting. The problem is, I'm just so pissed off at Best Buy these days. I don't know. I would protect it. So here's part 2 of the Best Buy walkthrough. Again, I'm trying to be really quiet. But check it out. This is the Sony. I'm trying to be quiet and discreet. This is the Sony section. So, as I was saying before, don't get me wrong. I think the Sony picture on their OLEDs are beautiful. I just don't think they're night and day different. Better than the C1, and not for people that are really obsess over it. The quality of these demos were a lot better. Because it kind of sucks that I can't put my own content on them and really spend some quality time with these things. Like I like the Sony colors. I do, but yeah, I just don't think they're night and day different. I think the end result is I'm going to end up waiting to 2022 or at least until CES announcements. The problem is CES is going to come and they're going to do the same crap that they always do, which is not tell us anything about the TVs. They're just going to give us a bunch of marketing speak. But then when it comes to providing real information like release date, release, when the TV is going to come out, what the actual hardware features are going to be, and all the real information, they're not going to tell us that at CES. They never do. That's one of the reasons why I stopped going to CES like 10 years ago. I got so tired of that run around and that kabuki dance, because you're there, you're looking at the TVs, they look amazing, and then you talk to the PR reps and they can't tell you anything real about the TVs. And you're like, well, why the hell am I here? This is ridiculous. You can't tell me if the TV is going to have like HDR ports on all 4 ports, or you can't give us a price range on anything. So what's the point of all of this? What are we doing here? So that's one of the reasons why I stopped going to CES, because I used to go to CES every year for about 10 years when I worked for the Washington Post, and at some point I just got fed up and stopped going because I was tired of never being able to get a straight answer out of any of the PR reps. And it's going to be the same thing this year. We're going to wait around. We're going to look forward to getting seeing what the new TVs look like. But then when you ask, okay, is your TV going to have 4 HDR ports? Is it going to support proper VRR or FreeSync or whatever this year? You're going to get the same answer. Well, we haven't finalized the specs or blah blah. When's it coming out? Well, sometime in the spring. How much? Oh, we can't tell you that either. So we're going to get all of that stuff. Oh yeah, my local Best Buy sucks. I mean, look at this is the Magnolia section. Man, that S95J looks gorgeous. Look at that. I absolutely would think about seriously consider getting the S95J, the 85-inch, for $3,400, but it's sold out. It's been sold out for 3 weeks. Look at that. The black levels on this TV, on the S95J, beautiful. Look at the black in the pants and all that. Wow. The vibrancy, the reds are really nice. Look at that. And like I said, my problem with LCD TVs is if I can guarantee this picture all the time, I would be in heaven. But then you put on something black, or you watch something like Mandalorian, and it's a blooming mess. It's a blooming nightmare. That sucks. Here's the A80J. I would think about getting the A80J. I actually really want probably a Sony TV as my next TV, because I'm tired of LG, and I just don't like the C1. I don't like the new WebOS, the new remote, how the settings work. I don't like any of that stuff. The picture is fine, but I think LG broke their ecosystem this year. They seriously broke it. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get a C2 next year, because it's going to have the same crappy ecosystem that I don't like anymore. Samsung's look beautiful. The picture with Samsung is the lack of Dolby Vision. And again, I don't even like Dolby Vision, really. I really don't. But the fact is there. Like, all my movies on Apple TV are in Dolby. Almost 95% of my movies on Apple TV are in Dolby Vision, at least my HDR movies, and I have over 600 of those. So I want to keep it. But man, look at this. Samsung is gorgeous. This Samsung is absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, And I'm not, and you know, and my problem with HDMI 2.1 is I own both consoles. I own a PS5 and a Xbox One Series X. And the problem is, while I don't see the difference between 60 and 120, I still want it. I still want it, and I want it on all my ports. I don't want to have to be dealing with switchers and all that kind of nonsense. And I know myself, I would be really salty if I bought Sony TV this year, and then next year they finally released a proper quote-unquote gaming TV. I would be really upset. So I think at the end of the day, I'm just going to end up waiting to 2022 to buy something new, and I would go all in, buy the 83-inch, 85-inch TV, and just call it a day. So here's the computer stuff. Let's see who says there's a chip shortage. Hey, chips. There are chippies. That's what Best Buy is the worst place to shop for electronics, because you're not allowed to touch anything. The displays are generic and basic. The displays are all generic and basic. And I bought the new silly MacBook Pro. You know, the $3,000 MacBook Pro. Yep, I'm that person. I'm that person who went all in on the MacBook Pro 2021 M1 model, and I am loving it. You'll see how good the camera is in a few days, because I did a couple of celebrity interviews earlier this week. And so you'll be able to see it, but
I'm so sorry, man.
no problem.
You see behind me.
No problem. So here it is, my new hotness. So let me just go ahead. And so here's the end of part 2 of my video. I'm starting a brand new job on Monday with a very, very well-known entertainment company. I desperately want to say who, but I can't. I can't say who I will be working with for my next 2-year project. So I'm looking forward to starting that. It's actually, if you follow me for any length of time, you'll probably guess, because I'm returning to an old company that I used to work for. So anyway, that should be pretty interesting. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Bye.